Hi, Earth signs. So I'm here to do your read for the week. I'm going to go ahead and use the angelic messenger cards. And I'm also going to choose another deck. Give me a second. I have to pack all this stuff up and then bring it with me. So anyway, yeah, and we'll use the animal deck too. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get the basic kind of storyline out here for you guys, and then we'll investigate what's going on, okay? So we're going to use the mix and match storytelling tarot for the first portion. This is going to be for Virgos. The buggity 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 diggity does. I feel like you guys have a lot on your plate right now. There's just, I feel spacey all of a sudden, like out of it. You guys might be feeling a little bit drained, a little bit out of energy. Yeah, like you don't have the wherewithal to choose which way to go, is what I'm seeing here. Just that you're literally like, I'm just over it. Whatever it is that you're trying to make. Are you trying to make a decision about something? Okay, so you might just kind of be in your power right now, kind of just not really wanting to make a decision one way or the other. Really sitting firm, though, in your divinity, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever decision you're trying to make. This is definitely something that you're standing strong in. You're not going to be faltering or wavering on this at all. And bottom of the deck is the leprechaun. So I kind of feel like there might be some energy of you kind of manifesting more of, you know how the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles is the earth sign royalty card in the deck, in the tarot deck. I just see that you guys are really kind of milling over your pentacles and figuring out ways to finesse that, or to more or less come back down to earth about it. It's not been something that to you has been a big deal. Yeah, not been a big deal to you really in the past, or it's not like been an issue for you. You have no problem growing more assets, resources, or a viable exchangeable goods. I'm just hearing non-perishable goods for some reason. I don't know why. You guys could be donating to something. Okay, yeah, so here is what I'm seeing here is that whatever you were whatever you're not wanting to make a decision about in terms of yourself, it might be one of the harder portions of yourself to kind of confront, especially if it had something to do with letting go of addictions to people, places, or things that are going to be toxic to you in your life. Instead of giving into those kind of spiritual attacks that will come your way, you're able to just kind of climb off, like you're climbing off a ledge. You know how you go up to a precipice and you're like, am I going to jump? Am I not going to jump? Am I going to jump? That's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's like you're not really sure if you want to jump or not, so you're just going to keep your crown on and sit where you're at. This frog is not taking that leap. And it's because there's no plentiful amount of resources, or like there's no real reason to be jumping off a cliff just because this person did. And so you're going to climb down and just remain seated. Keep all hands and arms inside the ride at all times. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but this is kind of the de-escalation. You may have been on kind of somewhat of a trip, if you will, that where you were choosing the wrong way to go, or the direction you were traveling, or kind of, you see how she's looking at those mushrooms? She's considering them as options to consume. So maybe you've been eating a lot of salads lately, or maybe you've been, trying to be really strict with yourself about something in particular. And based off of the results that you've seen from being hard on yourself, or from kind of trying to extend this, with the mushrooms, I'm seeing a magical salad. I know that sounds really cheesy, but I'm just seeing a magical salad where you're picking out certain aspects of the salad that you don't like, or that you're not able to consume without problems. And maybe in the past you've been trying to, eat all the mushrooms and everything on the salad, but you don't really like it on your Caesar. You know what I mean? So at this point, you're like, I don't see any benefit from eating the mushrooms. I'm just going to pick them off the salad. I like my salad as is with the toppings that I've already got selected. I am 10 toes down for that. And anything additional, any of this superfluous, garnishing I'm hearing on top of the salad is really unnecessary. You do not need to include that. So at this point, you're kind of talking yourself off the mushroom ledge where you're like, I don't need mushrooms. I don't need celery. I don't like, chives and anchovies on top of my salad. It's just not my preference. Each of us have a preference, and in this case, this was not your preference. So I'm just saying that you're revamping kind of with that. Let's see what other kind of energies want to come out in conjunction with this. Give me a second to rearrange. We're going to do the animal, Kim Krantz's Wilds Unknown Animal deck. And we'll just get some general energies. Let me see, to kind of further our understanding of what's going on. Okay. All right. So I'm actually just going to take these. Let me get one more, actually. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this is telling me a pretty clear story. Here at the bottom of the mix and match deck was the feast card. So that's kind of what I'm saying about the salad, I guess, that was coming through, is that there's some type of, you're consuming something, or you're buying into, or you're eating something without really that grain of salt, or without the extra garnishment on it, and it tastes different but good. This is the moth card. So you're able to kind of rise, you're able to salvage the meal, is what I'm hearing here. That you had a meal that was potentially just not quite exactly what you thought it was going to be. Okay, so for the witch card, I did get the eagle rising. So maybe you didn't know which way. This is kind of like having a political opinion. You don't know which way you want to go with that. Or this is kind of like having an eagle can only fly one direction at a time. It can't go forward and backwards at the same time. That's really impossible. This is you deciding which direction you'd like to go at this point. So rather than you looking towards the future, not knowing, kind of feeling like you're hanging upside down waiting for that, you're able to kind of, you have your eye on the prize. You're ready to hook it. See your fingers like all hooked, ready to go. You're prepared to swoop down and hook this opportunity, whatever this little ball of light is here. So that opportunity also correlates to this position that you've got, and not wanting to get stung by some aspect of change. If you see, all the chakras are lit up on this thing right here, and this frog here, this you've got to kiss a lot of frogs before you find a prince. This is you deciding that there's no point in kissing another frog and getting stung. Why change for, you could be bad all by yourself. Why change? Why choose the mushrooms on top of everything when you could choose to have like artichoke hearts or something like that? Or if you could choose to have water chestnuts. These are the options of garnishing that you don't want to get in your way. These are the ones that you want to pick off. I'm just saying, you don't want to get, that bitter taste that kind of hits you in the back of your throat, or that sour sensation that hits you here in the back of your jaw. This is it. It's something that stung you last time that you tasted it, and you're no longer you're not kissing this frog. This is you deciding, like, I'm not going back towards this garnishment choice ever again. I mean, it's like eating at a restaurant and being like, that last time I ordered that dish, it was nasty. It had way too many flavors going on. It really hit me with the sour, the bitter, and the sweet all at the same time. And it's just not what I want to choose. It's not what I want to pick next time that I'm making an executive decision about something. Okay? This is the next card that came out, was the mushrooms that came out with the tarantula in the reverse. So this is just you literally saying, you know, instead of me adding these vegetables, or I'm just seeing the vegetables almost having their own feet or legs to climb onto your plate and sit down. It's kind of like that. It's like whatever. I personally cannot stand okra. It just tastes disgusting to me. Like the consistency of it, the slimy, I can't do it if it's fried. It doesn't matter. This is you somehow getting a piece of okra on your plate. And it's like this nasty taste that is like, bleh. You literally can't even help yourself. It's like, it's coming up either way it goes. Some people are allergic to mushrooms. Some people are allergic to peanut products. Some people are allergic to, people can be allergic to just about anything. But this is that allergy. This is the bug. So you know how when you're trying to avoid getting sick or trying to avoid getting exposure to some kind of a germ, this is the germ. This is the fungus that they added onto the top of the salad to make it. This is the blue cheese. This is the fermented stinky cheese. This is the these are the sardines and anchovies and everything. You get what I'm trying to say. That's that. Okay, and you're like, no thanks, I've had quite the freak enough of that. I am never ever going through this situation again. So the frog came out with this princess climbing down. This, whatever you're coming down from here, it's been quite toxic. It's been quite thick. I'm hearing hard to swallow. I don't know if you guys have ever visited anybody like in a nursing home or hospice care. They give you thickened water, thickened milk, thickened every drink that they drink, they'll thicken it up. And it's because they don't want the person to accidentally choke on the drink. But they put this thickener in there that makes it almost like you could chew on the drink, you know? It makes it so that the person can actually feel themselves swallowing. But this is that aphasia, or the swallowing of some really nasty, that's that frog that you already kissed. You're not going back to do it again. You see that? She's like, I've been there, done that. I'm not doing it again because that tasted nasty. It was toxic rain. So, you know how that song Purple Rain? I'm just hearing, like, when they first came out with Purple Rain, the only thing I could think of was toxic rainfall. I know that's kind of bad, but the song is great. The rainfall itself that comes down, that's full of our pollution and grossness that we've emitted into the air, that's disgusting. And when it hits your skin, or if it turns into snow and you eat it, it can really actually put poisonous kind of residues into your system. So that's all I'm seeing right here, is just that whatever it is that you're doing right now, you're detoxifying. So you're really trying to clear out and take off from those people, places, and things that may have been clogging your vision on something, your decisions about a certain aspect, or just in general, kind of just clouding your vision. Yeah, willingness, number 11 came out. So this is you being willing to eat the mushrooms or not. This is finally you've made a choice to either be willing to do something or not. It has nothing to do with anybody else but yourself. You'll know how this is applicable. Nobody can know your life except for you. So, wow. Okay, so a lot of cards just fell on the ground. I'm just going to keep drawing from the deck that stayed in here. I feel like that you may have this willingness. That's kind of what I'm seeing, is all those frogs. All the toxic things that you've had to remove from your life. It's like they've been removed for you. It's like almost automatic. So did you see the lady? The frog came out with the lady climbing down the trellis. And it was very much like a natural progression. So her crown there was dumping out all of the toxic things that she didn't need anymore. So that next time she, has an opportunity to be who she is, yeah. There's number 16, that's balance. so she can be more balanced next time that she comes to an understanding of which way she would like to go, or next time she's confronted with that question. It's going to be a lot easier for her to make a decision, hands down, no questions asked, because she's already been there before. Just, this is not her first rodeo, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, choice, number 33. So this is about your willingness to make a decision that is a balanced decision. So if you're not willing to make that balanced decision, then of course you're always going to be asking yourself, which way should I go? Which way should I go? Is this the correct decision? Is this the right frog to be kissing? And all that. Once you kind of cut all of that madness out of your minds, you can make space to actually pray for those things, people, places, and things that you're supposed to be pursuing. And at that point, you become a hell of a lot more successful in whatever endeavor it is that you're trying to pursue at that point in time. So I think that clarity of mind just also gives you clarity of direction. And that's the message to take from today's reading. So Virgo, that's all I have for you today. Hope that was helpful. If so, please comment, like, share, subscribe down below. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.